Hello everyone. Welcome to the next week. In the previous week, we have talked about the extrude command and extrude feature. Now we are going to talk about another feature which is called as a loft feature. Okay. So in general term, if I say that what is mean by loft, so whenever you have um, two different cross sections and in which in between of that you want to add a material, so that is we called by the help of the loft we can do that. Okay, so if I take a very simple example, so what are the requirements for the loft? The loft required the two sketches on your working plane. Okay, let's start with the very simple example to understand how this loft works. So let me take a one center rectangle. Okay, now I'm taking one rectangle as a sketch. Now, after that, I need to apply or I need to define one more sketch as some parallel to that, okay, at some specific height. Now here we can introduce some of the different type of planes. So let's say when I click on the start a sketch, these three principal planes are visible to me, okay, which are the default one. But if I want to add something from my own, I want to define some plane from my end. So here you have, let's start with the offset plane. You have many more planes you can apply or you can explore from your end as well. Or if I use some examples, I will try to cover those as well. So here I will take the offset from the plane because I need parallel to that. So I will click the first which according to parallel to which reference plane I need another plane. So I select that one and specify the height at what height I need. So this is my new current working plane. Now here I can click on that and apply another sketch over there. So now when I click on the another sketch, so now I have two sketches which are defined. Now click on the loft feature. Now when I click on the loft feature, you can see it will ask for that, okay, you have to select a profile. So I will select this is my profile number 1, this is my profile number 2. Now and click on OK. So this is a kind of a solid you will receive after the applying the loft. Yeah. Now let's try to understand some more detail inside. Okay, what are the things what you can customize from your end? Okay, so now let's say in this you can see that when I apply a loft command, it follow a straight line as a path from all the corners. Okay, so basically it by default it is considering that okay, I have this solid, I have a sketch at the base, I have a sketch at the top, and I want to join with the help of a line. Okay, now if I want to customize it from my end, so let me press Ctrl Z to go back. Now here instead of having a straight line, I want to define some arc over there. I want that it will follow that arc and then use that arc, it will create a solid. So how we can do that? To specify the arc, first we need to define that arc which in contact with both of the sketches. That is a very important thing. And how we can define that? Let's try to do that. So if I want to define a path or something, so let me click the perpendicular plane to these two sketches. Okay. Now here I will going to specify the path. So now in this you can see that I have these two sketches. So I need some reference point at the corner at these points to specify the initial starting point and end point of the arc. Because as I told you that the sketch should be in touch with the both the sketches. How we can do that? So here we also have another option which is called as a project. So project will work like where you have a current working plane. If you want to project the previous sketches on that particular plane, so you can do with the help of the project. So let me click on the project. When I click on this circle, so you can see this as a straight line will work like this. I will click on OK. So now I have the reference. Now again I will click on this, again go to the project and select this line. So now I have the projection on the second sketch as well. Now by using these 2 points, I'm going to define a one arc. So let me take an arc. I will take the 3-point arc. So specify this is my point number 1, point number 2, and here I want to define the sketch like this. Okay. So now click on finish the sketch, and if I can see, now I will apply the loft. So click on the loft again. First it will ask for to define the sketch. So let me select sketch number 1. This is my sketch number 2. Now just below that we have an option for a guide type. Okay. So when we have an option like in which we are going to define some kind of a shape like this, so it will consider as a rail. It will name as a rail. So it will ask for that if you want to select some rail or something, click on that arrow and select this rail option. Okay, so you can see that when I click on this rail, now instead of a straight line, it follow that path uh, around means over the all the edges. Okay, when I click on OK, so now this is a way by which you can define something. It is not like it is only a one-way type. Okay, let's say if I want to define another arc on the another end, I do not want to follow. I want to follow one arc, one shape of the arc from this end, and the other shape from the other end. Let me take the another ex. I will draw another sketch. Now click on finish. Now I will go again to the loft. First select the sketches. These are my two sketches. Now if I click on the rail, I will select this is the rail 1 and select the rail 2. Now you can see that now from both the end I will have the some curvature which follow which I define from my. Okay, so this is the basic for the loft command. I hope you get that. We will move to the next video in the next one to understand some of the more basic example while using the loft. Thank you very much.